Listen to me, we have had 16 constitutional violations in the past 3 days alone. 16. That's more than 5 a day. And here's the part that should stop you cold. Most Americans don't even realize it because they don't know what's written in their own Constitution. Thursday, August 21st, the executive branch leaned on the Federal Reserve, an institution designed to be independent, breaking through a firewall that is supposed to protect our economy from politics. In Texas and California, redistricting fights diluted the weight of certain votes, undermining the promise of equal protection. The Pentagon lent ICE, a so-called volunteer force, pulling soldiers into civilian enforcement, something our system has always tried to keep separate. Then the National Guard patrolled D.C. streets, not for protection, but as a show of force. And finally, prosecutors in D.C. were stripped of power, leaving residents without the same safeguards every other American enjoys. That's 5 violations in one day. We got Friday, August 22nd. Trump gave himself a new title, Chief Law Officer. That's not in the Constitution, but it sets the stage for executive control over justice. 2,000 armed troops were placed on D.C. streets without local consent, chilling the right to assemble. Then came a manufactured emergency. Crime is at a 30-year low, but local leaders were overruled anyway. Add threats of federal crackdowns in Chicago and New York, and you have state sovereignty itself being pushed aside, all while Congress stayed silent and courts too slow to respond. That's 5 more violations in a single day. And then today, August 23rd, the National Guard was federalized again without congressional approval. A top general was removed, not for disobedience, but for providing honest intelligence, eroding the duty of faithful execution. Attempts to defund sanctuary cities undermined the spending clause. Offshore wind contracts were torn up, violating due process and commerce protections, and presidential health concerns were concealed, raising serious questions under the 25th Amendment. And overseas, unilateral executive actions sideline Congress on war and aid decisions. That's 6 more in one day. That is 16 violations in 3 days. And here's the truth. The Constitution isn't just a relic in a museum. It's the rule book for your freedom. If you don't know what's in it, you don't recognize when it's being broken. So here's my question. If 16 violations can pile up in 72 hours, what's going to be left standing a year from now? Follow me, TikTok, Clapper, Instagram, YouTube, subscribe to my Substack. That's where the full truth lives. And keep on, keep it on. Let's keep up looking at what they're doing, guys, because this is every day. I'm going to start doing this week by week, month by month, and year by year if I have to.